All right, welcome back. So I know I said no more substitution, but then I looked at my notes and I have more substitution problems for you. Okay, so let's do some more substitution. Okay, start with the integral sine square root of x over square root of x dx. Okay, so this one's little tricky, but once you know the substitution, it's not so bad. So if you say u is the square root of x, okay, then du, now the derivative of the square root of x is one that I just sort of always think that everyone should know by heart. It's 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, but I like to think of that as 1 over 2 root x. Okay, so this is going to be 1 over 2 root x dx. Okay, so I want you to notice something. Look at that. We've got that, right? Okay, so that is 1/2 of du. Or if you like, you could write it dx is 2 root x du. Okay, let's do it that way. Putting this through that machine, we get the integral sine of u dx is 2 root x du divided by root x. These root x's, of course, cancel. That's sort of the whole point, okay, is that your new integral should not have x in it. So you're going to get 2 integral of sine of u du is the integral of sine is negative cosine plus some arbitrary constant, of course. So we're going to get negative 2 cosine root x plus c as our answer. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. I like this one. I like them all, actually. Haha. So let's take the integral from 0 to 1/2 inverse sine of x over the square root of 1 minus x squared dx. Okay, so now we may or may not remember the derivative of sine, of inverse sine, but let's just go ahead and take that. Okay, so let's suppose we're going to do this using implicit differentiation. So y equals sine of x. That means dy dx equals cosine x, right? Oh, I've got this all wrong. Y equals sine inverse of x is equivalent to saying sine of y equals x. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we're going to take the derivative of both sides with respect to x. So we're going to get cosine y times dy dx equals 1. Okay, so dy dx is 1 over cosine of y. Okay, now we have to write this in terms of x again. So we go back here and we have a little triangle. Y is here, x is there because it's the opposite over hypotenuse. And so this is 1 minus x squared square root. So the derivative of the inverse sine is 1 over 1 minus x squared. So what does that have to do with this? Look at that. Oh, so let's let u equal sine inverse of x du, the derivative of sine inverse is 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared dx. Okay, so we're going to take the integral. Now, sine inverse of 0 is 0, right? Sine of 0 is 0, that's fine. Sine inverse of 1/2. Okay, so when I think about sine and sine inverse, or when I think about sine inverse specifically, okay, I like to think of it, this is sort of my picture for sine inverse. Oh, let me make that a little better. Okay, and so what do I mean by that? I should say like so. Okay, so sine inverse of 1/2 is going to be this angle, which is pi over 2. You may have learned this before in Calc 1. I hope you did. Wait, not pi over 2. 1/2. Third. Okay. That's actually going to be this angle. 30 degrees is pi over 6. What I was going to say is you may have learned this before. Calculus, when you're doing calculus and trig, you're always using radians. Okay, radians is the natural units for doing trigonometry. So you're going to have u du. Okay. So this is going to be u squared over 2, 0 to pi over 6. We don't have to go back to sine inverse because we changed the limits. Okay. So this is going to equal pi squared over 36. Oh, divided by 2, 72. Okay. All right. I think that's it for substitution. Nope, I got one more problem for us. Okay. The problem in the book. It's kind of nice. Suppose f of x is continuous and the integral from 0 to 9 of f of x dx equals 4. Find the integral from 0 to 3 x f of x squared dx. Okay, so now what we're going to do a substitution. Okay, and our substitution is going to be u equals x squared. Du is 2x dx. Okay, so this is 1/2 of du. Now, when x is 0, u is 0. When x is 3, u is 9. Okay. The x dx, that is 1/2 of du. Okay, and so now we're going to have f of u du, and so that's going to equal 1/2 of 4 equals 2. Okay, now we're good with it. Now we're good with substitution. All right, see y'all in the next set of videos.